Hello City fans, welcome back to Manchester City headquarters and news channel. Click on the subscribe button for more of Manchester City news and updates. Very soon, Manchester City will start talks with Erling Haaland about extension of contract. The player will extend his contract at the club very soon. So Manchester City will try to extend Erling Haaland's contract at the club. Manchester City will face Newcastle United at home in the FA Cup quarter-final at Etihad Stadium. Erling Haaland has equaled Sergio Aguero's Champions League goal tally in 42 games less than. Erling Haaland has scored 41 goals in 37 Champions League games in his career. City are through to the quarter-finals of the UEFA Champions League after beating Copenhagen. Manchester City become the first English team in history to win 10 consecutive Champions League matches. Pep Guardiola has never been eliminated from a second leg of UEFA Champions League tie after winning the first leg away from home. Manchester City become the third team in the world to win 10 Champions League games in a row. They join Real Madrid at 215 and Bayern Munich 213 and 220. So City have made another record. City are one step closer to completing a consecutive treble winning season. Erling Haaland is now in the top 20 for UEFA Champions League all-time leading goal scorers. Julian Alvarez is averaging a goal every 35 minutes in the UEFA Champions League this season. Manchester City are now 30 home games unbeaten in the UEFA Champions League. Matheus Nunes has got an injury at the match today against Copenhagen. Matheus Nunes has broke his middle finger at the match against Copenhagen at the UEFA Champions League round of 16 second leg. The player will be out of the Manchester City squad heading to Liverpool on Sunday, and he will be out for 3 to 4 weeks for injury. Pep Guardiola has confirmed it. Phil Foden is the Etihad Airways Player of the Month for February. Very soon, Manchester City will start talks with Erling Haaland about contract extension. The player will extend his contract at the club very soon. Michael Oliver will referee Liverpool vs Manchester City on Sunday. Erling Haaland is the only player in the Champions League top 50 goal scorers to have over a goal per game. At the age of 23, Erling Haaland and Phil Foden have already scored a combined total of 158 goals for Manchester City. Erling Haaland with the 80 goals for Manchester City, while Phil Foden with the 78 goals for Manchester City. Josko Vardiol has returned to the Manchester City squad training against Copenhagen, so Vardiol has returned to the pitch. Rodri has set the record for the longest unbeaten streak by a Premier League player in all competition. Rodri's last 59 games is unbeaten. What a player and what a performance! Rodri has a new record on Premier League. Erling Haaland has now scored more Premier League goals against Manchester United than any other team. Phil Foden overtakes David Silva to enter the top all-time Manchester City top scorers. Since the start of the last season, both Erling Haaland and Phil Foden have each scored 6 goals against Manchester United. No other players have scored more against another Premier League opponent. Jamal Musiala has rejected a new deal at Bayern Munich as he targets a summer move to the Premier League. He wants to join Manchester City, where he made aware of that decision last week and are increasingly confident of winning the battle. And City wants to sign Musiala since last summer. City will try to sign the player in the next summer. He will try to join the Premier League club, which is Manchester City. Manchester City have completed the signing of Savinho from Girona, and he is still on loan at the club, but he will arrive at Manchester City on April and he will start his pre-season under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. Pep Guardiola has voted as the Premier League Manager of the Month award for February. Pep Guardiola is the Premier League Manager of the Month for February. Manchester City will face Newcastle at home in the quarterfinals of FA Cup at Etihad Stadium.